doing?
Bishop, Mammoth Lakes, June Lake.
I wanted to talk about the late John Mcafee. The government is really going after him because of what he knows about the cryptocurrency. And he ended up dying mysteriously. Was he? Did he commit suicide? No, I'm not believing that. I don't believe that because anybody that knows about cryptocurrency is that it's been around for over a decade, and the idea of using it to pretty much, of what it is used for. I believe that he died due to what he knew, and what he knew about what cryptocurrency has done for people. And what's good for. And right now it's scaring a lot of people in our very tip top of government officials and shit like that. So, what it is, it's where you could buy goods without having it regulated. It's kind of like the currency version of satellite radio, but you don't pay with a satellite radio. You pay with a it's basically like Bitcoin. What it is. The coin that you could pay for goods without having it regulated, because that's what the IMF wants done. They want cryptocurrency regulated. They want it regulated. I think that's a bad idea. He's a bad idea. Because that means that they could control what they would be able to track what you paid for, what you bought, what site you went on, what you paid for on that site, and I tell you what, and it's really very questionable, very, very questionable, and I mean that because politicians in this country, they're afraid of cryptocurrency. So is the Fed. By using this currency, you're taking away the power of the Fed. You're taking away the power of the banks, where also you're taking away power away from the IRS, because the IRS cannot track currency that's crypto. They won't be able to track it because how can they track it? There are a lot of questions on why do they fear? Why do they fear this cryptocurrency? And we know why, and we all know why. Is that they cannot track what was purchased. They cannot track. I mean, you got the CIA tracking anyway. No matter what you do, they're gonna track what you do online. But they're having a hard time tracking purchases through cryptocurrency. and they do not condone it. They feel like it's a huge slap in the face to the banks, a huge slap in the face to the Fed. And a huge slap in the face to the Democrats, because they want this currency to be tracked, regulated, controlled by certain people in power from the very top. I think that the reason he died, I think it's kind of hinky, I've been really thinking about this though. I mean, if you let the government regulate cryptocurrency, they're gonna know what you purchased. They're gonna create a log of things you that you did purchase. And it's basically going to be like a RFID. The coin would become a RFID currency. And oh shit. And just think about it. I've always wanted to hold a Bitcoin. I think a Bitcoin is pretty cool. I've always wanted to hold one, but right now I got a couple of commemorative. These are not actual Bitcoins, but these are commemorative Bitcoins. And I want to be able to be honest here. There's a lot of issues, People who dislike what we do, dislike what everybody else does, they just want to take away all your fun, take away your way of life, all this kind of crap. And they want to control what you pay, what you spend. Hey, fuck this shit, dude. Here, I got here $22. $22. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This is Federal Reserve note. This isn't. We would want to use real currency, not this federal note shit, but we've been dealing with this crap for 117 fucking years. Federal Reserve notes. But we want to go back to the old currencies, before the bankers and financial wizards came up with the Federal Reserve Act and the Income Tax Act and shit, where you work all year long, 4 months out of the year, you pay income tax. Oh, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, folks. Fuck. Well, John McAfee was onto something. He was. He was onto something, you know. Governments fear. They're afraid of cryptocurrencies and shit. Ever since the Bitcoin came around, people are wondering, what is a Bitcoin? It's unregulated currency. That's right. Unregulated currency that cannot be regulated. It is crypto. It means currency that's encrypted. Currency that cannot be tracked. Currency that cannot be touched because it's a encrypted currency that cannot be tracked, period. You know, you got these high power control freaks who think, we can track the coin, all I gotta do is hack whoever is spending, and well, you know, it's probably not gonna work. So now, I've always been a huge fan of, you know, keeping people out of my fucking business, you know. That is what this is. The currency that cannot be regulated, the currency that cannot be touched, really? No, you make your money through the Bitcoin and shit. I mean, all the financiers are like, how can we get our hands on that coin? You can't. You can't be a billionaire through cryptocurrency. Well, hell yeah. Because two of the co-founders of Facebook, the brothers, have become Bitcoin billionaires. And if I was those two, I would do something out of the blue. Literally out of the blue. I would also bring in the third co-founder and go in and offer Mr. Adolf Zuckercuck a offer he cannot refuse. Of course, he'll say, no, I own this company now, so fuck you all. You have no ties to this place no more. I fucked you over, ha 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 ha, you know. But they can still. I mean, if they have any stock in Facebook, they could take that stock, turn around, and basically own Facebook. Own Facebook. I mean, I think that's the thing that should need to happen, because, you know, if they went out and gave an offer to Mark Zuckerberg and let him retire on Idiot Island here, you know, it would be a big game changer if they went in there, bought the company, fired everybody, bring in their own people. It would be also rename Facebook to something else. I think that would be a smart thing to do, because those three co-founders would easily kill Facebook. Now, John McAfee is creator of the Mcafee antivirus and other tech stuff, security shit, you know. And he started it in 1987. Made himself a billionaire out of that. Or no, a multi-millionaire out of that. He sold his company, went into seclusion, lived in Belize for a while, He left Belize because the government was trying to extort money from him, as well as pretty much, just chicken shit thing, The Belizean government accused him of murder. Someone died. They made him a suspect. And they were after his money because he was living a slavish lifestyle. Anybody would dream to live a life like that, having a bunch of babes. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. A bunch of babes. Oh, fuck yeah, man, I've always believed that if you worked your ass off, made a little money, decide to go into seclusion and shit for a bit, and started a company, sell it, retire early, kind of make your own money, live off of what you received in the sale sell of your company, but cryptocurrency got pretty big years ago. Got pretty big. Started to get every government, state, local, and federal got like, holy crap, what the fuck's going on here? And Bitcoin, nobody knows. Absolutely nobody knows. Does not know. Sorry. We do not know who created Bitcoin. Okay? And now the whole idea of Bitcoin is get away from the stranglehold of the Fed, the IRS, the stranglehold of Big Brother. You think about the whole cryptocurrency bit. Whoever created the Bitcoin had the right idea. The right idea. I've always been a big fan of John Mcafee. He was on Fox News a few years ago, and he talked about how somebody can hack a phone and call the phone to make it look like it's they're calling themselves. Fucking brilliant, I think, But the guy was a genius, man. He knew a lot about cryptocurrency. He knew a lot about security, whether it's on your phone or your laptop or your PC or whatnot. And he was very influential by a lot of people because they used the Mcafee antivirus. Anything Mcafee, people use it. I've been using it for a long time. I've been using it for years. I don't believe he killed himself. I ain't buying that. I'm not. They want to say that he did to think he's crazy. He ain't crazy. The guy scares a lot of people in the echelon of government, and as well as the big tech, because of what of who he is and what he can do. And it scared a lot of people because he knew a lot about tech. He knew a lot about security and privacy, and all that other shit. I mean, there's a lot that he did, and he talked about currency a lot, and I think that I think he was murdered. I don't think the suicide thing was the real ending. I think he was Epstein. And because he was arrested in Spain. They're going to extradite him to the United States, but they said that he committed tax evasion through this currency, which is not a crime if you're using the cryptocurrency. I mean, you're not really, violating any tax laws and shit. If you're not living in the United States, okay. If you're not living in the United States, say you're living in, say, Russia or France or Germany or Brazil, or you ain't really breaking the law by not paying any taxes and shit, because he was living a life. I mean, you can't go after him for tax evasion because he ain't living in the United States. So how can you go after him for not paying the tax, man? You can't really tax the guy if he ain't living in the United States and shit. Pretty much how it is. You can't say, well, but he owes us taxes. How much? I don't know. Is living in the U.S.? No. So why I want to tax him? I don't know. They don't like anybody like John Mcafee or Julian Assange or Bradley Manning or anybody who goes after the status quo, rebels against, not attacks, but rebels against the status quo. They want us to be obedient servants. Obedient. Fuck you. I won't be obedient. That word and term ain't in my vocabulary. But my foot in your ass is in my vocabulary. Well, I mean, we all gotta understand, there's a point in a place where, hey, you gotta say no. No. I don't believe in bowing down to anybody. I don't believe in sucking up to people. I believe in that if there's stupid idiots, hey, guess what? Fuck you. I mean, it's just one of those things where you gotta say, hey, look, man, I ain't gonna do this shit. I'm not gonna be paying taxes if I ain't gonna be living in the United States, which they can't anyway. They can't tax your ass. Unless you got some offshore. I mean, they can't touch if you have some offshore processing, money in offshore banking and shit. Like Sweden or whatever that is. Or Swiss. The whole crypto thing. I mean, think about it. Satellite radio, okay? Sirius radios, XFM, XM radio, satellite radio. Satellite radio is not really regulated. Okay, they cannot see the FCC cannot regulate satellite radio. It's like they cannot regulate podcasts or blogs and shit. You know, Ted Lieu here in California wants to regulate satellite radio. He wants to regulate podcasts and vlogs, all kind of shit, which technically you're trying to regulate free speech. Of course, Sirius radio, satellite radio, can't be regulated. Can't. The FCC cannot touch satellite radio. It's like if you watch satellite TV. Can't regulate that. Can't. Can't regulate podcasts. It's impossible. I mean, you got a lot of these power-hungry control freaks that want to regulate anything you do. Me, I say, fuck off. I want to do what I want to do, and nobody's going to tell me what to do. And that's how John Mcafee was, man. Nobody told him what to do. He was his own guy. He did what he wanted. He did what the fuck he wanted to do. He didn't give a rat's ass about anybody. I mean, shit. Fuck. The dude had a bunch of babes in his home in Belize. Like, holy crap, man. This guy's a lucky motherfucker, The guy is a tech genius, man. I mean, he ran for president for the Libertarian Party, and him and Gary Johnson out of New Mexico, both were running for president, and I think that'd be kind of cool if Johnson and Mcafee were president and VP candidates for White House and shit. That would be kind of cool, though. Oh yeah. But of course, if that ever happened, they're gonna be asking a lot of questions. How did you do it? How did you win? How did you achieve the odds? Anybody who's a independent or libertarian can be a governor or senator or congressman or woman, and even president. But both parties are going to fight to stop anybody who's an independent president of the United States or a libertarian. I just think, that I'll be honest. I think we're right back where we were when Obama was in office. But we have Kamala Harris, who's a female version of Obama. That's how John McAfee was. That's how John McAfee was. A guy who plays chess while every other asshole was playing checkers. I don't know, but I say we should remember him for what he contributed and shit, And I mean, he was a smart guy, a very smart guy. I mean, he was on Fox News a few times. He was on Infowar a few times. The guy wasn't dumb. The guy was very smart, man. Very, very smart. Very, very smart. Very, very smart. Antivirus, security, all kinds of shit. Every other tech person that there were a few of them that didn't like him and I respected him, but others they didn't like him very much of what he contributed to shit. So I want to say to John Mcafee, the coolest dude who lived a life that every young guy would wish to live. We dreamed it, but we live it? Probably not. We respect him, we love the guy. He's like a pop culture rock, a technological rock star who lived that life that we all wish we lived. But what happened. But again, remember the dude. To you, John. Too bad you're gone, bro. Would love to really meet you, man. Okay, folks, this is good old Grimlock. And I want to say that if you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification, and if you got this transmission, you are the resistance. Alright, I'm good old Grimlock. Always say healthy, well, and wise. I love you guys. And remember, knowledge is free, knowledge is power. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed.